Hello everyone and welcome to the Art of Teaching Art. I'm Mrs. Darby and today I'm going to show you how to oil pastel monoprint with tone using mark making inspired by Jim Dine. So we've been looking at tools for this project and I wanted to experiment with another material, actually using mark making to create a print. And Jim Dine does a variety of different works, but I'm specifically looking at his tool pieces. And he uses lithography, a printmaking technique, to create prints of the tools. And it's very clear from his work that he uses mark making, such as hatching and cross hatching, to create different details, textures and tones within the pieces. So I'm going to show you how to create these. Now there's two different ways of approaching an oil pastel monoprint. You can either add oil pastel to the back of an image and put that face down onto a piece of paper, or you can do oil pastel onto a piece of paper and then place your image on top, in which case the print comes out on the back of your printed image. It's worth exploring mark making and also different colours and thinking about filling in the background, as well as using a variety of different tools to experiment with this. So things that you will need a printed image, a piece of paper, a biro pen and a set of oil pastels. You may also want some masking tape to tape your image down. So let's get started. So first up, I'm just adding oil pastel onto the back of the image. You just need to go over the areas where the printed image is. So I'm working directly on the back of the image. And you need to make sure that it's fully covered. So you don't want any white gaps in your oil pastel. It will take a little while. You could mix in multiple colours if you wanted to, or just stick with one dark colour. So now that's done, I'm just placing the oil pastel face down onto a spare piece of paper and then just taping that together. You could also use your own drawing, so you could sketch out your own drawing and add that on if you wanted instead. So I'm using cross hatching as a way of mark making to create texture and add tone to the piece, and then just going round the other lines. So round each line, round each detail, using some shading where there's darker areas, using cross hatching to add a bit of texture, and just adding all the details that I can to each section of the piece. It's up to you to kind of explore how mark making can work and how much pressure you need to add, and you'll develop that as you develop your oil pastel monoprinting skill. So just adding the final details of the handles now, so making sure I leave the highlights and shade lightly or add light cross hatching or hatching on the lighter areas, just to create the different varieties of tone there. And just adding the final little area. Now I will just lift it up to check everything that I've done, and it's worth just adding a little bit more if you need to, and keep checking it and doing that until you feel like it's complete. So there we have a really lovely tonal drawing. It's got cross hatching to develop the use of tone, as well as some shaded areas, which I think is really effective. Thank you so much for watching and have a really great day.